my friends, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So check it out. I'm gonna be doing some resizing tonight. I just really want to play with this drinking stamper, guys. Listen, Pretty Fingers by Robin has had it for a minute, like over a year, no lie. And it's like never something I get because I always want something else, you know. But finally, she had the sale, the 50% sale. So I was like, let me go ahead and grab this stamper, you know. It wasn't on sale, but I needed the stamper. So while I was there, since everything else was on sale, I grabbed the stamper. There it is. I got my shaking stamp. I'm so excited. And I also grabbed these little guys. There's five of them. There's two other colors. Maybe yellow and orange. I can't think of what the colors are. But I grabbed these three because I'm going to be using these right here, which I actually just got. They're so freaking cute. I didn't even know what they were. You hear me? I thought they were actually, I didn't realize they were shimmer. I thought they were what do you call that? Bendito cream. That's what I thought. I don't really have cream, but I'll be honest, I don't really have a lot of shimmer either, so I'm happy with this. Let's see. So, Puny, your thoughts? Say hello to my Vera cute polish and lilac of Florist Twist. So it was a Bloom More Trio. Wait, does that say Bloom More? I'm not even lying to you. I can barely see now. It is crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing like two coats of those because they're so cute. And then I'm gonna use our little shrimp. A little shrinking stamper, guys. Snap. I got one of these. I thank you. Give me more. Give me more. I swear, I think I just collect these at this point because I use the same one for forever. Forever. So here is our cute little friend. Let's do this though. Let's get our colors on, okay? And I'm so glad with this one because there was one called, dang it, what's the name of it? I think it was called Rose or Gay, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, so this one is actually like less sheer than the Rose or Gay. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do want my Rose or Gay. Used it one time, disappeared. I don't know where that crap it went. Gone. Okay, I don't know where it is. So now I don't have Rose or Gay. However, this is a nice little second thing, you know, I like. So here I go. Let me do this. I'm not trying to poke a hole in your head for real, for real. I do want to make this a little bit of a short video. My main thing is to talk about this sizing, okay? So maybe I should have colored this already, right? Lady over here wasting our time. So this is a very average size. This is size 6. I wanted to pick something that wasn't too big, you know. This size fits me right here on my ring finger. And it's usually a 6. I figure a lot of people kind of use definitely either you're using a 6 or you're 7 or 5. You know, 6 is one of those around there that you might be using. You know, or something close to it. So that's why I'm using that size. I figured a lot of people could relate. Well, see, that's really pretty though. They really do look like queens. They're not thin like the way that a lot of shimmers are. So that's so pretty. Look at that. I couldn't resist those little cutie pies. Okay, so we have that color on. And now let's look at what we got our little stamper guy here. Let me back this up. Back it up, back it up. My daddy taught me good. Anybody remember that? Yo, that lady was so funny. Oh man, okay, so we got a little stamper guy and then yeah, that's trash. I will never use that. Never. Yo, hang on. Let me pick it up. Hold on. Let me tell you why. It's so hard. Look at that. Like, I mean, bendito. Why? Why is it so rough like that? You know, that might work for some people, okay? It just doesn't work for me. It no worky. I'd rather have the little flimsy, right? I really rather have that. That was a game changer for me actually. So anyways, he's our little guy. Well, look how cute. That's adorable. Okay. What do we got? A little top. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to be good about keeping the top on top. But I don't. I'm so bad about it. I'm terrible to my stampers, dude. So terrible to them. Not gonna lie. But anyways, this has your little tapita, real nice, your little top and stuff. Then apparently it's twist off. Okay, so that way when you do your little up and down thing, okay, I'm with you. I mean, that's how these things are. But hang on, does it have a line? Nah, there's no line, is there? It may seem like, nah, there's no line. It's just gold. Boom. There's no aligning it of any specific spot. It doesn't seem anyway. It seems like it's just twist on and off right there. Boom, grippy, grippy. You have your little thing, your little jelly. You see, it's just pretty flat on there. Boom, What do they call it? At ease. You know what I mean? Like you're in your resting spot. That's your resting spot. And then it has a little pumping guy, right? Inside of there. It has a little pumping guy that raises your little jelly, right? So that's what I heard. Boom, and it goes. I'm gonna raise, and it does my little bubble. Boom, I'm raised all the way up. But I heard you could raise a little bit, so you can make your shrinking different. And you know what? Let's try it. I mean, let's try it. I'm here. Let's try it out. So boom, we have that right when you pump it up, pop, pop, pop. That's when you pick it up, just like that. You see that? You pick up your image, and then when you come back down, your image will be smaller because that expansion will contract, right? That's the idea, anyway. What are we gonna be resizing, dude? I think we should resize. I think we should resize that guy. Zoom in. Look at him though. He's hilarious. He's got little feet and stuff. I mean, and they spiky. That's interesting. He's like yellow. He's got a little fork. I mean, he's cool. He's kind of scary. He's scary. We're not doing him. And I mean, wake up. So we're gonna do him. I think he's the one that's gonna work. So I think, honestly, really one code is enough in all reality because I'm not here for any kind of like specific style or nothing. It's about the size, right? So let's pick it up normal size, meaning no shrinking or anything, and this can actually be used that way. You just take it off. Now I use this. Of course, it's very good to use. You don't have to wash it or clean it or do nothing. However, sometimes some of these may be like a little bit oily when you first get them. So if you notice that it is like oily and it's not, pick it up no matter what. It might be a good idea to just, you rinse it a little bit with some water, a little light soap or whatever, and just kind of sit it like this. You could just kind of sit it on top of a paper towel and let that oil come off of it. I've definitely gotten that. But the truth is, 99, you don't have to do that. It's 99 something you're doing. Dude, I'm just saying. It really probably is. It's probably not that oil, dude. You'll survive without it. But anyhow, that is one of the things I did notice that some of them do come kind of oily, but it's not something that usually goes down. So there it is. It's right back into a little resting spot. And you can use it just like this, right? So let's do normal. It's an average. The size it comes. Here he is. You know what? He's already here in the small size too. We're gonna be messing with our bigger guy though. And let's take a look. Some of these are not all the same size, meaning the small and the big are not the same size on every single plate. I guess it just depends on the design because some things may not look good in a smaller size or may not be, as detail may lose itself, so really won't shrink it as much. So there's the guy, there's the average size, the average Joe right here. What do they say about average? I don't know, 6. It's what they say. I mean, it's out there, okay? That information is out there. So we're gonna put average Joe on Pinky. Here you go. Look at that. Average Joe fits perfect on Pinky, actually. Look at that. Bam. Perfect size. Average Joe is completely there. Nice, right? But what if you wanted to make them just a little bit smaller so that way you could maybe add a cloud? You know, maybe you would add some grass behind them, you know, or something like that. So if you wanted to do it a little bit of a different design or something, and you need your image to be smaller, and you don't feel like sacrificing parts of your image because I'm a sacrificer, okay? I will just cut him off at the kneecap and then I will have a bigger image to show though. I do that. Like this guy right here, he has a little bit more to him, but I cut him off. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using the small image, I still use the bigger one, but cut him off. All of these are smaller images on here and they not require any type of shrinking. These are all the natural images of all the average image, you know. So I don't do a whole lot of shrinking, but sometimes, you know, depending on what I'm doing, I may need to shrink something, you know, depending on the plate, you know, what's on it. So now that we have half a strong, let's shrink them, right? Let's shrink our baby. Wait, this is also something that you can oversize, and I'm not really into the whole oversizing thing. Enlarge, boom, 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 enlarge it. I don't do a whole. I definitely don't do enlarging because what I found with it is that of course you're enlarging the image. So imagine a pixel being spread out. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I don't love that. But here we go. Let's shrink our guy. We're gonna shrink it by pumping it up, pump, 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 all the way, and he got his little bulge. Instead of being his normal size where he's just chilling, we're gonna pump him up like this, and you see his little bulge that comes out, and you can see right here that he's stressing. So we're gonna go ahead and put him here. Bam. One more time. Let's see what size we can get him. Sometimes it'll be the size of this other one over here, depending, like I said, you know, on the plate or whatever. So that's not always gonna be real. Now that's him, a little bit stretched out, and if you notice, he's a little bit bigger than he is right here. It looks it, doesn't he? Let me see if I put him on here. Yeah, see, if I put him on here, his fork doesn't even fit him. It doesn't fit on here now, so we should also put that on something too. I think that'll be interesting to show, right? Hang on. I'm gonna get me a little wheel, alright? So we could do some more stuff going on here. But for this one, I'm gonna shrink him. And I could have done that when I put him on, just talking garbage. Now I'm gonna pump back down my image. Boop. Down I go, and I could even take him off. You know, if I wanted to look now where his placement is. That's another thing with enlarging. You can't take it off of here because you need it pumped up, right? So then you have to stamp it while you're looking through. I mean, it's clear, but it's not enough where I can see my image, lady. I'm not bionic woman. I'm none of that. So here's my little shinky guy on the green. Oh, look. Now we can come on here. Boop. And you can definitely see more of the nail, but not only that, I could sneak a little cloud, or maybe I could sneak a little sun back there or something, you know, and you'll be able to partially see it. So there are my two sizes with regular, shrinking it. Now let's enlarge on this last one, okay? And for the enlarge, you would imagine you would pick it up normal and then pump it up, but I feel like that would just like take my stuff away, you know what I mean? So to me, pumping it and then picking it up will still give you the bigger image. And let's test it, right? Now I'm gonna put it on my card. Let's put it on this card right here. As a matter of fact, espérate, no. I got this cute little teeny weeny bitty thing right here. I do like using this. So let's put it on this crystal clear. This thing is like frosted. Again, you see? Toss. It don't mean nothing. Alright, so let's do the two things, right? I'm going to leave it in its resting spot, pick it up, and then click, 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 pump it, click, click, and see about that enlargement, right? So here we go. He's a little bit dry, but I'm gonna wet him back up, buddy. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Taking him down. picking them up in the normal way, and then I'm going to pump it. Pump my image that I just put on there. And I'm gonna I don't want none of that. Get out of here. This dude's enough trouble. We don't need anything else. Back it up. And here. Got it. Alright, so here is my enlarge by starting. See, so now I'm having to like look through this thing. I mean, not really. I can't see. I'm lucky for me. This is clear, so I'm gonna put. I'm kidding. It doesn't matter. It's not a nail, dude. But that is freaking. That being able to see. I'm over here tilting my head. Alright, so there he is. Now, if you notice, that's of course way bigger than this, right? Look at that. Let's put those on here too, dude. I should have done that, right? I'm over here trying to be cute with my nails, but hold up. I'm gonna do this with enlarge, right? Now let's do normal state. Just like that. No shrinking, no enlargements. Here we go. The dude just as he came, okay? No gimmicks right here. Boom. We got you, buddy. There he goes. Right next to him, so his enlargement. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good enlargement right there. That's all right. Now let's peep him right here with the shrink. Eh, okay, so let's get home, boy. I'm gonna pump up first. Okay, I wasn't ready. Here we go. We're gonna get him in the small baby size. Here you are, guys. Boom. Pick him up and then come down. Could take it off, and there's my little dude. Boom. So cute. Boom. So he is. Nothing. I must have called him cute, dude. It's ridiculous. And there he is. Now I have three sizes, dude, with that one image. Another thing I want to do, two things. One, I'm going to pick up the image by normal and then blow it up to see the difference in getting my enlargement, right? In my mind, I see it splitting my, I'm going to say pixel, but I'm saying polish. But let's take a look. Boom, we're gonna get our guy, right? Normal. Boop. This is what I heard is really the proper way to shrink. I mean, to enlarge and then pump it up while he's on your thing, right? I'm gonna get rid of the extras. Let's see. You know what? It didn't really mess too much. It looks fine. He looks fine to me. It was all in my head, dude. It was all in my head. Hardly ever really think to enlarge an image. You know, usually I'm looking to make it smaller. I'm gonna put them right here. Oh man, dude, I can't see the thing. Okay, so you know what? It's the same size. Look at it. So both ways that we did it, it's the same size. It doesn't change a thing. Okay. Like I said, that's why I don't like telling people what to do. Do what feels right. Do what feels right to you, do. So see that? Pick them up, right? And then enlarge. And the other one was enlarged when I picked them up. But it's basically the same size. Now let's take a look at the smaller image on this specific plate. Because it really is not the same on every plate depending on the image, right? But the average is gonna be this. You know, this is pretty much the average. Lily plays with the sizes and stuff depending on the image, but this is the average one. So this, I didn't do anything to this. This is just the image itself, right? I'm taking it off so I can see the bottom, you know. I can't see the bottom very good while it's in there, but the smaller images, he's a little baby. I want to see him compared to the one that we did shrink, right? Look at that. The one that we shrunk is still a little bit bigger. And that's what I found a lot of times. So with that being said, I basically have four sizes here. I have the smaller one that came on the plate. I have the one that I shrunk. I have the regular size of the big one, and then I have the big one enlarged. And then I could turn around, okay, and take the baby one and enlarge it. And I could even turn around and take the baby one and resize it to small. So you know what? Let's do it because who's gonna stop us? Right? Hello, nobody here. So let's just do it. Okay, so I rearranged these so that way um, it can make sense because it was getting confusing how I was coming off the thing over here. In the middle, I put the big guy, right? Which is this guy, the big image on the plate. This is what it looks like in the middle right here. My big image. Then there's a smaller image on the plate, right? That's this guy. So we have the normal and then the smaller image on the plate. That's generally what you're gonna see on a Pretty Fingers by Robin plate. One big or one small. Some of them don't come in small and big, but usually you're gonna find them like this. The one in the middle is when I took the big guy and I shrunk it. So it kind of gave me a medium guy. Now I have the big guy from the plate, the smaller guy from the plate, and the purple one in the middle. What happens if I shrink the bigger guy, right? So now I have three different sizes that I can fit. Then I could use this guy on my pinky, if I'm gonna put him on my thumb, maybe I just wanna use the bigger guy. So that's the way that you could kind of play around with it, right? And then I have him here. This is the big image, just as he is on the plate. This is me enlarging that image, and then this is me shrinking that image, right? Now we're gonna do that same thing, but we're gonna do it with the baby image already. He's already the baby image on the plate. So the normal size right there, we're gonna put it in the middle. And then we'll enlarge and make it smaller even more. Okay, some people have really small nail beds, you know what I mean? And others, bigger. I feel like I have bigger nail beds and I'm able to fit a lot more things on mine than I can. And some of my friends, they got some little baby nail beds. It'd be like my pinky as their middle finger. Dude, sorry, can't fit much on that. So here is normal average baby guy, right? What's the difference on the sizes here? Boop, boop. Alright, now let's make him bigger. And the way that we're gonna make him bigger, we're just gonna take this and pump it. Oh wait, I'm already pumped, dude. That's why it was so hard to put on. I was already pumped. Alright, so now I'm in my stationary. At ease. I'm at ease. And I'm gonna pump up. Pump it up, pump it up. Alright, and there's my little pump up, right? That's really just one pump up with this guy. He does a lot of twisties, but he ain't tapping it but once. And I'm gonna take him. Here he is. Pick him up with it pumped up and then shrink it back. Boop. A little pick up and come back down, back to at ease. Here he is, he's at ease. Let's compare him now with the regular size. He's kind of cute as a baby. Yo, it may be actually, I've always thought about doing this where you put one on top of the other. Or like a stilet, like that one, you color him completely back and then you color this one in and put him right on top. I always thought that would be kind of cool. Oh, yo, mama. Dude, that's what you get for talking garbage. Let's get that again, bendito. We're back. Let me shrink back down. Dude, you can't let me do too much talking because I would be like so distracted. Hold up. There he is, little teeny weeny. Here you go, little fella. Bam. He made it to your spot. So there's the regular size of the smaller shrunk. And now let's make them a little bigger here. Pop. Alright, so here we go. Let's get him enlarged. I'm going to pick him up like this and then pump him. So he's at ease. He's at ease. Here we go. with my little dude. Pick him up, and then I'm gonna pump him up. Did he? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. He does look a little bigger though. It didn't feel like I pumped, but I guess I did, boo. I can see it all pumped up in there. Alright, I'm gonna place it. I'm gonna have to turn this around so I can see, dude. Yes. And boom. Bam. So we have three guys in the middle are the ones that are on the plate. On this side, left, enlarging and shrinking on the right. So we get to see those sizes right there. That's a lot of sizes. That's 6 sizes on this one plate. 6 of them. So that's pretty cool. Right? So that is it, guys. Your little shrinking stamper, which I mean, you could also enlarge. You know what I mean? Don't be like me. Keep your top, okay? Don't be like me. I definitely break all the rules. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So there we have it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and doing a little shrinking and oversizing, enlarging, using this little stamper thing here. So definitely hope that you enjoyed that and had a good time with our little fort guy. Remember to give yourself lots of love. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself for all that garbage, okay? You didn't mean it. You're good. You grown. Peace out, everyone. See you next time. Hey guys, please remember to like and subscribe.